But talking about research,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you about this guy before.
Oh.
So, crypto researcher Justin Bons, that's Bons, draws more attention to the worrying actions of the Solana development team. So Solana is another decentralized, smart contracts platform like Ethereum. And I have heard a lot of very smart people talking about it. And I've not really, I do kind of get my blinders on a little bit. And especially with this podcast, I want to take my blinders off. When I do take my blinders off, I see a lot of issues. And so Justin Bons, he says, so he did a tweet storm, and he always does these tweet storms, and they are fantastic. So he's a crypto researcher. He runs his own crypto investment fund, right? Cyber Capital, I think it is. So he says, ever since I first critiqued Solana back in 2021, warning people of its instability, centralization, bad design, fraud, and lies, the network has gone down 7 times. As in, by gone down, not the price has gone down, but the actual network has gone offline 7 times since 2000. So since 2021. Validating my earlier critiques. Now Solana is launching a phone instead of focusing on their broken blockchain. He goes on to say, the claim that this solves major problems for cryptocurrency as a whole. The claim being made is that this solves major problems for cryptocurrency as a whole. This claim is unfounded, as the gap that needs to be filled is one of software and integration, not hardware. Releasing a new phone has nothing to do with solving that problem. It might create the conditions for funding the right development, but this is an extremely indirect way of solving this problem. It is more likely that this is another way for the Sol team to pivot and cash in. Considering how badly Sol has been performing technically speaking, considering how badly Sol has been performing technically speaking, the writing might already be on the wall for Sol that it will go the same way as EOS.
How did EOS go?
I don't know, but there's another platform. I guess it went sideways, to say the very least, or down the hill. So that's a tweet storm. You can read the rest of this. This is fairly short for him. This is a 9 tweet thread, or whatever they call it, and you can go read it. It's Justin_Bons Bons on Twitter. I think he's only got about 23,000 followers on.
All geeks, including you.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't even get much response from his tweets, and I would say he's one of the most valuable people.
Yeah.
Oh, well, by quite a large margin. He digs in very deep, and the thing is that he doesn't. I think he's actually got a team of researchers as well.
How did you find this guy?
So he was part of Bitcoin, a very long time ago. I mean, I think he started his fund in 2016, but he was in crypto before that, and. So he was very interested in Bitcoin Cash, and then Bitcoin Cash, when it initially started, it had quite a lot of network effects. It was doing very well, and then it forked, and then it forked again, and it was just it's crushing, soul destroying, because it lost all of its network effects. And but he just stayed true to looking at what these projects are about and trying to determine if they're actually providing any value at all, and just how much value they're providing. I can assure you I'm going to be referring to Justin Bons a lot in the future, because unbelievable. Imagine getting someone to go and dig very deeply into the governance, the technology, the incentive structure, everything around it, and then just comes back to you like a report. But the thing is, it's negative. And I know it sounds bad, but it's a good thing. It's such a good thing. And the reason why it's such a good thing is because, as I said earlier, every time you go and you try to do research on some crypto, everything is just all positive. Is that in my screen as well?
No, I was thinking about it, but It looked more technical, so I thought, you know what, I'll leave it there. But then you noticed.
But yeah, so it sounds bad because it's like it's all negativity, but all you ever hear is people talking up their crypto, right? So it's like I'm always like, can I just hear someone like critique it? Can I hear something bad about it? Because I know it's not perfect, and it's very difficult to find that. Well, go to Justin Bond's Twitter, and you'll see him destroying these cryptos. And he was very, I think he was very negative on Luna as well. He saw the writing on the wall for that one. Occasionally, he does have some positive, some positive things to say about some cryptos. But yeah, absolute legend. I highly recommend, if you are on Twitter, follow him, Justin_Bonds, and you will hear more. I'd like to get him. I think he's Dutch. I'd like to get him on the podcast.
It's not too far away.
Not too far away. He can make it.